Hey y'all, welcome to the StickMan podcast. You know what time it is. We back again. The StickMan whiskey review. You know what time it is. Hey, if you like a good cigar, if you like good whiskey, if you like good conversations while you're doing it, you came to the right place. All right. Our goal is to educate and hopefully you learn a little something. All right. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that little alert notification bell, and leave us a comment and let us know what you think. All right. We love the feedback. I'm StickMan number one. This is my man, StickMan Simp.
Hey, y'all. What's happening now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here to do this, y'all. And we are puffing on today. What are we puffing on today? A little New World. New World Cameroon. So for those who don't know, or those who haven't puffed on this yet, this is stick by AJ Fernandez. And we all know AJ Fernandez makes some incredible sticks anyway.
Great family brand. And this is the Cameroon Select, and it has quickly become one of my favorites. Shout out to the folks over there at the patio who first turned it on to me. Turned me on to it, whatever you want to call it. Turn me on.
They turned me on. New World Cameroon. It is a Cameroon binder, all right? And it's a Nicaraguan filler. Nicaraguan filler and binder, and it's a Cameroon wrapper, okay? Good stuff, man. It's very smooth, little nutsy flavor, a little coffee, sweet spice. Just a really good overall cigar. And just like all AJ Fernandez sticks, really good construction, slow burn, and a great aroma. Xavier, you like the aroma? Is the aroma good? Okay, see, Xavier says that the aroma is good. Xavier, he don't smoke, but if he said the aroma is good, that means it's a good aroma. But this ain't why we're here today, although we could talk about the New World cigar all day. So check them out. We're here to get our sip on as well. So puff, sip, chat, repeat. You know what time it is. We're here today with two of our favorites. I'm getting excited.
Oh, yes. These are our staples. Calm down.
I know. This is what we do, y'all. So we talked about Glenfiddich before. We talked about Glenlivet before, right? Exactly. We did our verses. So if you want to get a little history on these, go check out that video. But today, these are ones that we probably smoke a sip on. Probably more. Is this probably more than any other thing that we do?
We sip on these quite often.
Okay, that's right.
We got tons of empty bottles of these. Well,
we can start an empty bottle collection, no doubt. We got I can start a wall of art with just empty Glenlivet bottles. So we're gonna talk about little verses today. Little Glenlivet Founders Reserve versus Glenlivet Double Oak. If you hadn't had either one of these, you're missing out, folks. But we've never had them back to back. We've always done one or the other,
right.
But we thought it would be fun today to do a little quick little verses, all right? So now that we're gonna get right to it. Founders Reserve is named in the tribute to distillery founder George Smith. It's packaged in a great, what they call a Georgian blue, and not this Georgia that we're in right here. This is like Georgian over there.
Oh, okay.
In the land of the Georgians, whatever that is over there. The Celtics, the Georgians. I don't know all this stuff.
Southwest Atlanta, Georgia?
Not Southwest Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And definitely not from Mayweather. But Georgian blue, Glenlivet Founders Reserve, y'all. It's just a great, nice color, nice what they call pale gold color. And it's aged in traditional oak and American field barrels. And really it pays homage, the whole name Founders Reserve pays homage to George Smith, the founder. And for those who don't know, back in the early days of Glenlivet, he did not use age statements, meaning, you know how we go with 12-year, 10-year, 5-year, 15-year. He didn't do that back in the day. So they just paid homage. I said, Glenlivet Founders Reserve, and that's it. So no age statements. I don't know how old this shit is, but it's good. What's up with that double oak over there?
Well, this double oak has been called a lot of things in its time. Smooth, fruity, complex, sophisticated. The original Malt Whiskey Almanac says it's first-class malt, one of the most popular malts in the world, deservedly so, representing Glenlivet's signature style. So, you know, it's a classic malt, first matured traditionally in oak before spending time in American oak cask, which imparts notes of vanilla, give whiskey its distinctive smoothness.
And that's where they get the double oak from. They started with one barrel, then they went to the other, changed to another barrel. So they get the double oak. There you go.
So you learned a little something if you didn't know. We ain't talking about you.
We said we would educate a little bit.
We ain't talking about you, those other ones, the ones that just the common folk like us. You know, a lot of us didn't know that's what double oak means. So
you know what time it is now. Let's pour, man. Is it Can you say grace before you pour liquor?
You
Is
know
that blasphemy?
You know what?
Can we say grace? Because I
gonna-
almost feel like we should say grace before we pour liquor, because that's how good it is.
I'm gonna take the 5th commandment on that and leave that one alone. So
Okay.
here you go. Ooh, I like the little.
You see the
cork
little
sound.
pop? I'm gonna say grace.
I almost didn't want to stop. Haven't done this.
You don't have to stop.
You know. Oh, you see the twist. You got a twist.
You got a little twist.
So you don't lose any.
Simp is a pro at this, y'all, just in case you didn't know. He knows how to just pour the bottle and twist it just right.
It's technique. It's a little bit of technique.
When we sit around, just the fellas, none of us can actually pour, because Simp pours everything for everybody.
Exactly. But you get demerit points if you touch the bottle. I'm supposed
We don't
to
touch
do
the bottle.
pouring.
So you know how we do it on the StickMen podcast. We're going to tell you what we think of Founders Reserve, and then we're going to tell you what the pros say. So get a little nose on this real quick. And I learned something. Shout out to my man Jason Furr down at the Red Phone booth in Atlanta. He taught me that I was not snosing whiskey the proper way when he was on the podcast. He said, I got to sniff it, but then hold my mouth open.
Right.
And when you hold your mouth open, you actually get more of the flavor. And you actually notice it, the flavor, like, bam, the nose actually, you always can taste it when you do that.
I think I actually tasted some through my nose just
Yeah,
then.
I think you did. Yeah, I think so too. Wow. So anyway.
But yeah, it does open up when you open your mouth up like that.
Yeah, it does. So really great, nice. I don't know what I'm getting on it, but it's a great nose. I'm getting, let me try to guess what I might be getting on.
Getting a little bit of floral.
Is that what you're getting?
Getting a little bit
It's
of
definitely,
floral.
I'm nosing some sweetness. I almost want to say I'm nosing a little bit of something fruity. I don't know what it is, something fruity.
I'm not on the fruit, but I'm on that. I get some like either honey or caramel. I kind of get those two kind of mixed up a little bit from time to time.
Okay, all right, so honey, caramel, I got a little fruit. Let's say what the pros say. The pros say the nose on the Founders Reserve is citrus fruit with a little sweet orange.
Sweet orange.
Sweet orange. How about that? So now I'm gonna nose it again.
Yeah.
I get a little citrus. It's
I
almost
get
like you
citrus.
gotta tell me, we're not professionals here.
Yeah,
This
you
is
gotta
like
tell me, and then
my senses kick in.
like, oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Exactly. So got a little citrus fruit, sweet orange. So let's get to why we really here. Taste.
Yeah.
Salud. Cheers. Let's do this. Wow. I hadn't had it in a few weeks, and I forgot just how good it is.
Of course, I already know how this tastes, but when you really focus,
It's different.
it's different.
It's different, yeah.
It's like, all my synapses
Yeah.
are firing
Yes.
to focus in on what I'm tasting.
What are you getting in it?
Oh, I'm getting pleasure.
Definitely some pleasure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said I know some fruitiness, and I'm definitely picking up on a little bit of a fruitiness on it. And when I get it on the back of my tongue, I almost get like a kind of a pearish kind of taste.
And of course, I love how it just fades away on the back, because a lot of people think, oh, that bite going down. No,
There's no bite with this,
it
folks.
fades
Founders Reserve is ridiculous. There's no bite. So
But
really, I don't get the citrus when I taste it as much. I get a little tanginess. Maybe that's the citrus. There's a little tanginess, a little spicy tangy. I don't know.
And sometimes with that, picking out the citrus and everything, if you've been exposed to a lot of harsh foods or like real spicy or stuff like that, you might not be able to catch some of these things. So if you try it and you don't get that, that doesn't necessarily say you can't taste it or you don't know what the heck it is. Sometimes a lot of people eat spicier foods or hot foods, and it kind of destroys your palate.
That's
to
right.
be able to sense the different nuances. But yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. What do the pros say about this? That's interesting. So
Yeah, let's see what the pros say.
So they say that we should taste some zesty orange. So back to the orange again with a little pear. I got the pear right,
You did
y'all.
say
And
the
I did
pear.
not cheat. We got the pear, some toffee apples. I don't even know what toffee apples tastes like, but it says we should get a little toffee apples.
Toffee.
And I love toffee, by the way.
Toffee goes into the realm of caramel. It's in the
And you said caramel.
That's
See,
that's what I smelled in the
You
nose.
smelled, okay. So it got a little toffee apples with a little creamy sweetness. Definitely some creaminess in there on the taste.
Definitely.
And the finish of it is long and creamy and smooth. Without you talked about the finish being no bite, no aftertaste, and I'm 100% there with you. One of the smoothest finishes of all. And I actually did a little extra research with the good folks over there at Glenlivet. They actually give you a recommended dish.
Really?
Yeah, they say that the Glenlivet Founders Reserve is actually best with light dishes of salmon.
Oh my goodness! I
They say
can see that.
A light salmon dish. So that means don't be frying up your salmon. Don't throw a lot of extra seasoning on it. Just keep it nice, light salmon.
So like a
maybe a nice
grill,
grilled salmon or something. Yeah,
just let it smoke a little bit.
Yeah, something baked with some light seasoning on it.
I could see that. Oh,
yeah, so light dishes of salmon, y'all. Thank you, Founders Reserve people. I appreciate it. It's some good stuff.
Didn't you have a little nugget on Founders Reserve and how it came about? Something about a ladies' drink back in the day.
It might have been.
Do you remember that?
I have to go back through the archives.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
We'll talk about it.
You'll talk about it. Let's see if it changes with a little drop of water. I'm curious.
Yes, I'm ready.
So as you know, our little whiskey dropper, y'all gotta have it. Have to break that back out.
It's not CBD oil. It's just regular water. Okay.
Although
water.
CBD oil would be interesting. Can you drink CBD oil? For those,
you take it under your tongue.
You can. I never.
In a glass, just like that.
There you go. So,
not that I've tried it. I just heard it from somebody.
I'm gonna get some CBD oil and try to put it in my whiskey. So, see if it changes the nose any. The nose definitely changes.
It
opens up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's different. I can tell it's gonna be different.
Now to the most important part.
Oh,
wow!
It was good already, but water mellowed this out.
Yeah.
In a way that it doesn't mellow out other whiskeys that we've had.
Yeah.
It always changes the flavor.
Yeah, but this is
wow. So
you sure you ain't put no extra whiskey in that little droplet water?
I ain't gonna tell you if I did. That's my secret. If you start twitching later, don't talk to me. All right. So Glenlivet Founders Reserve, great, neat. But if you want to, definitely not required, but if you want to put a couple of drops of water in there, wow, you'll get a totally different flavor profile. And I think you'll like it. I do. I think now that I've done this back to back, I'm going to stick with the drops of water with this Founders Reserve.
And we suggest water. Some people like to put ice cubes, an ice cube or whatever, and that's cool too.
But it gives you too much water when it melts,
exactly.
in my opinion.
It
gives
really
you too
does.
much.
And you want it to get back to the room. You want it to get to that room temperature, and you really can enjoy the flavor of it.
So this would be the Glenlivet Founders Reserve, in my opinion, is really good anytime. But I would say we're in like July, and we're doing a nice summer evening. You know, the temperature's about 80 degrees right now, and it's great because not all scotches you can do that with.
No, not all. Can I say this?
Yeah.
I also think for those who are just getting into the whiskey world, they want to try whiskey. They've always been afraid of whiskey. This is really, to me, my opinion, a good entry level as far as getting your taste buds used to whiskey and then graduating up. So I would definitely recommend this for those who are getting started.
And it's a great price point. We hadn't talked about that yet. $40.
Wow.
This is about $40 on average. Give or take a few dollars based on where you are in the country, but about $40 you can get you a nice bottle of Founders Reserve.
And at one point here in Georgia, we were getting it for $29.
I know. Those days were good. Some people we know, StickMan Remy should own stock in Glenlivet as many bottles as he brought. Shout out to Remy.
Here you go, Remy.
We should have had him on this episode.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Next time.
But he was sad because he lost.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that in a minute. I got something for that. So let's move over to the Glenlivet 12-year double oaked. All right, y'all, it's time to get into a little bit of this Glenlivet 12-year double oaked.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited because I love both of these, but I'm going to cheat and I'm going to go ahead and let everybody in on a little secret, Simp.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This is kind of one of my favorites. This is kind of like, I love this, but I love this more. So, but I've never tasted it right after the Founders Reserve. So let's see what we get.
Okay.
I might not feel that way.
We'll see.
Let's see. Simp gonna do the honors and pour us up one. Pour our troubles away.
There you go. Ooh, your troubles are gone.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me make mine go away real quick.
I have no pain anymore. I feel good.
Oh, you could do squats now, huh?
I don't feel that good. These knees ain't squatting nowhere. These knees is not squatting. Salud.
Salud.
Glenlivet.
We gotta note it up first.
There's no. Oh yeah, we didn't know.
We gotta see. We're so excited. Hold on.
Oh, so okay. The smell on the nose on this is so different than the Founders Reserve.
As soon as I put it up, it was.
This is almost like, it almost wine-like.
You know what?
It almost reminds me of something like a red wine. If I was nosing a red wine, this is what I feel like I get.
I didn't know how to call it, and you hit the nail on the head.
Don't you get that? Yeah, it's almost kind of like a red wine kind of feel, but very. So definitely, if it's red wine, I'm gonna say, it's probably no grapes in here. I'm gonna doubt that, but kind of a grapey kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's no grapes.
I don't think it's no grapes. I'm ready to get to the tasting. Let's taste. We're gonna do this again. Salud. Mm.
Wow.
So, right off the bat, this is a little sweeter, a little more sweetness, in my opinion,
Okay.
than the Founders Reserve. A little more sweetness on it.
I would agree with that. And being that I drink Founders Reserve a lot, this is very distinctive. It's a little more distinctive than the Founders Reserve in taste.
Yeah. And it does not remind me of the regular Glenlivet 12 year at all. It's like if you're a fan of the Glenlivet 12 year, which we are as well, you're going to get a totally different taste with the double oak. As with most, like we did the Woodford Reserve, that was a totally different taste from regular Woodford to Woodford. So I guess that's normal. So anyway.
No, I'm wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm just in thought right now. It took me to another place for a second. Taste.
Where did you go, Simp? Can you tell us?
I take
Can
the
you
fifth
share?
commandment again.
Okay. We're going to keep sipping while Simp dreams.
But no, it's really good. The thing is, what I'm taking, it's a little stronger, but it still goes down smooth.
It's a little strong. Both of these are 80 proof, by the way. So you can drink them all day long. They're not harsh.
Smooth. And that's always my thing. How does it go down? Because I don't want that hacking, burning in the back throat taste or feel or anything.
Yeah, this is, I don't know what the Founders Reserve, what you can really compare that to. Because it's Scotch, but it's almost not like Scotch. It almost gives off a little bit of a bourbon kind of feel, even though it's not anywhere near bourbon, so people don't get mad at me. This tastes like Scotch, but a Scotch I've never had before, because it's kind of that double oak. There's just something about that smoothness. So,
and I'm getting a slight cherry.
Okay.
Now that's just,
you're good with the fruity, because they do say we should have some fruitiness in it.
Okay, so I'm getting a slight cherry with it.
Okay, so let's say what the pros say. See what on the nose. The nose should be fruity and summery. I don't know what summery tastes like or smells like, but it says it should be summery. So we got the fruitiness. I think we both picked up on that, and that's probably the red wine that we got in that nose as well. On the taste, it says it should be well balanced, which it is, very well balanced, and fruity with a strong pineapple note. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not getting any pineapple.
Yeah.
It says pineapple, y'all, is what we should be getting, but I'm not feeling pineapple at all. Let me taste it one more time.
But just because we don't get it, don't mean you don't get it. At least you know what to look for.
No pineapple. Let me taste it one more time. No pineapple. Let me taste that again.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it with you. Hold on, just make sure.
I'm still not feeling the pineapple. Let me taste it again, just in case.
Okay, you kind of making me
nervous. A fifth time, maybe.
Making me nervous.
Nope, still no pineapple, but this shit is good.
Oh, it's
No pineapple, but it's good. And the finish is a long, creamy, smooth finish, just like the Founders Reserve, right up there with it. So
right.
if I had to break down the two, they're both great. But this feels like it's anytime I could drink the Founders Reserve. This feels more like a late night drink.
Yeah,
after dinner.
Right.
I'm smoking a full body stick, a really nice full body bowl stick. I think I would go with the double oak for that.
Even though we're smoking
a medium body, yep.
it's still nice.
Still very nice.
You can do, like you said, you can do that with a full body stick. I think it'll go great with a full body stick, but it's going really, really good with our medium body stick that we're smoking now.
Yeah, and just like with the Founders Reserve, the kind folks over at Glenlivet also have a food pairing with this as well.
All right,
they actually say that you should enjoy this best. You can enjoy this best with seared scallops. I love any kind of scallops, being a Florida boy, but yeah, you had me at hello on the scallops. So I could drink anything with scallops. So you just gave me another reason to eat scallops, but this, yeah, we'd be good.
Scallops, I could see that. Give it that little, when I think of seared, it kind of it's a little slightly burnt, not really burnt, but slightly. It gives you that. I think it would complement that really well.
Okay, all right. So there you have it, folks. Glenlivet Founders Reserve versus Glenlivet 12-year double oaked. What's your verdict, Simp?
Well, before I give my verdict, I would say to those who have already have started drinking whiskey and been drinking a lot of either the Founders Reserve or something similar, this would be a good next step to move up to. It's not a big jump, but you would really, really enjoy this. I've had this quite a few times, with my man StickMan #1.
Yep.
And I think it'll be a really good transition to move up to a little more advanced whiskey drinker. So, am I going to give my stick?
Yeah, give your sticks to both. Yeah, okay. I'm curious to what you think about it.
I'm going to give them both 3/4 of a stick.
Okay.
And only because I know them, they're a go-to. If I don't see anything else at the package store, I'm definitely going to grab either one of these two because they're a go-to. I know them. I won't be let down by either of these. If they have this and don't have that, or if they have that and don't have this, I know that I know for sure what I'm getting.
Good call. And on the price, we talked about this being about $40. This one's about $43, $44. So on average, you're gonna pay about $4 to $5 more.
Right.
For the double oaked versus the Founders Reserve. So really, they're right there in the same category from a price point, but very completely different tastes. You know what we did not do? We did not put any water in this. Let's do some water real quick. I can't let people go without doing the water real quick.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna pour this time because I'm just excited. You want? Look at that. You almost finished that.
See, I'm not giving him any demerits because it was an emergency call.
It was an emergency call. And I didn't do it right because I didn't twist my arm like Simp. But
that's for professionals. You might have hurt yourself. You might have torn a ligament if you tried to do that.
I'm gonna stick to the whiskey dropping because that's what I do best.
You do that amazing.
Yeah. See like the bam. Do the little whiskey drop.
Wow. Even just then,
the nose jumped out.
It opened it up even more.
Again, mellowed it out completely.
It's
crazy how it mellowed this out.
Amazing. A couple of drops of fresh water.
Fresh water, gotta be fresh spring water. Yeah,
spring water like that. You'll be amazed at just how it changes it.
Oh, just amazing.
A couple of drops.
Both of these open up like crazy with the water. So definitely go with the water. And if I had to give my summary on these, I'm going to go with a 3/4 stick on the Founders Reserve. Incredible because you can drink it anytime. I love the fact that you can drink it anytime. I'm going to be a little bold because I'm not going to lie. I told everybody I'm a big fan of this. I wouldn't drink it all day like I would drink the Founders Reserve all day. I would save this for after dinner.
Right.
But it's so good after dinner with a full body that I'm going to give it for its purpose. I don't even know if that's Glenlivet's purpose, but StickMan #1's purpose is after dinner. I'm going to give it a full stick, damn it. A full stick. Ooh, full stick on the double oak for me. So, hey,
Drink to that.
I drink to that too. I'm gonna drink a lot to that. So that's the StickMan whiskey review, y'all. Glenlivet is on point. Founders Reserve, double oak. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Go check out our previous episodes on Glenlivet versus Glenfiddich. You'll get a little feel for what we think of those as well. But I want to say something. Next week is a big week.
Oh my goodness.
Next week is a big week.
It's a huge week.
The 29th of July, next Thursday, you gotta be there in the house at Truly Cigars on Sandy Plains Road in Marietta. The StickMan Smoker Series, y'all. It's our second event. We're gonna be in the house. If you were there for the first one, it was off the chain. Second one, I'm gonna be more off the chain.
You in Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, you want to show up to our Smoker Series event. Be here July 29th.
Yes.
At Truly Cigars. You won't be disappointed.
Who gonna be in the house, Simp?
Oh, besides StickMan number 1 and StickMan Simp,
Yep.
we gonna have great musical performance group, Edgewood Heavy.
Edgewood Heavy. If you haven't seen these boys,
These guys, I promise you,
they are fire.
we are blessed to have them performing at our event. We're gonna have ASW Distillery.
They're gonna be pouring Duality
Duality.
and Fiddler bourbon. So Duality double malt Scotch. You probably saw that episode, and they're gonna be pouring. We haven't done Fiddler, but Fiddler's a great bourbon.
We're gonna enjoy it that night.
We're gonna enjoy it that night. Yes,
And
sir.
Also, we're gonna have Atlanta's own ATL Cigar.
Yes.
Man,
Get into some good trouble. We're gonna get into some good trouble with ATL Cigar.
One of they sticks.
That's
Good
right.
trouble.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a whiskey tasting, cigar experience with some live music from Edgewood Heavy. Got to be there, y'all.
And some great people
Yes.
of the cigar lifestyle is going to be there. Come out, check us out. I promise you will not go home disappointed. Matter of fact, you'll be talking about this to your grandkids.
Yes, sir. And the tickets are on Eventbrite, so check it out. And last thing I want to say is congratulations to StickMan Simp. StickMan Simp, for those who don't know, is the 2021 The Fellas annual golf tournament champion. He won by how many strokes did you win by?
I don't know. I think it was the holy number of 13.
He won by 13 strokes. That's like some Tiger Woods shit. He blew everybody out the pack. Congratulations, Simp.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad if I couldn't win it, I'm glad you won it.
Well, I had to represent StickMan podcast and bring the trophy home and share it with my good brother here.
We should have had the trophy on the podcast.
Funny you should say that.
No.
Yes. Here it is, baby.
Woo, that is the trophy. So, man, you snuck. I didn't even see it down there. That was kind of sneaky. So,
Well, pretty snaky, brother.
do we even have a name for this trophy?
No, we don't. We probably will name it eventually, but this
I'll be okay if we name it the StickMan Trophy.
You know what? Right now, it is.
It's the StickMan Trophy.
It's the StickMan Trophy, aka StickMan Simp.
I will drink to that. Congratulations again, bro.
Thank you, bro.
He put on a show, y'all. He put on a show. He won the tournament. Like I said, I'm a little hurt, disappointed that I played so horribly, but I'll come back. I'll bounce back. I'll be back. One day, I'll be back.
Next year. There's always
There's always next year at the annual tournament.
Time between now and
I
then.
got a lot of practicing to do because my game is in the toilet right now. So anyway, thank y'all for checking in the StickMan podcast. Another whiskey review in the can, or in the bottle, so to speak. Is he drinking?
Yeah. He said he liked that.
He liked that. I bet he did. I bet he did. So, hey, I'm StickMan number 1, StickMan Simp. You know what we do. Until next time, puff, sip, chat, repeat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that alert notification bell, leave us some comments, let us know what you think. And we hope to see you next week at the StickMan Smoker Series. StickMan number 1, I'm out. Peace.